And we're live here at Hunter Stadium. We remember the mute button this
That's
time, Barry,
right.
so we're good to go. And we had a 3-second mess up instead of an 8-minute mess up. Live at Hunter Stadium, Covington, Louisiana, getting ready for St. Paul's versus Hammond varsity football game here on this beautiful Friday night.
Chilly.
Cool. Chilly.
It's going to be a little bit cold.
Yep. So
if you're in the stadium tonight, or going to be in the stadium tonight, you may want to bring a blanket and a good coat because it was going to get chilly. The sun's going down pretty fast. Days are getting shorter. So be prepared.
So welcome to the Avala pregame show. Thank you to our sponsor, Avala. Getting ready for this homecoming game too, Barry.
Yes.
Yep. So we got a lot of stuff happening tonight. We obviously are free right now on Facebook and YouTube for all the pregame and postgame shows. You can go to the actual varsity game live on WPBN.live, pay-per-view, $19.99. Follow those instructions to get started, and at WPBN.live. So we're going to take a short break. Welcome everybody to the Avala pregame show, and we're going to go to a quick commercial. Cut that overlay first, and we'll be right back.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
Meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
And we're back here at the Avala pregame show live at Hunter Stadium. Christian, shut that door for me, buddy. You can stand here. Just shut the door. Welcome to the Avala pregame show. Mike Arnold here with Barry Strickland, Chip South in the booth, back. He was gone last week. So
Chip Portal South.
Chip Portal South.
Yeah.
And we also got Christian Russell, as usual, running stats for us and keeping us straight. Christian's 2 steps ahead of me, Barry.
Yes,
I asked for something. He goes, I'm 2 steps ahead of you, Coach. So we're going to have
smart kids.
Junior St. Paul's golfer, Riley Nadishin, coming in the booth here. He's on his way right now. He's probably watching us on Facebook.
You getting nervous? You think he's
I don't think he's nervous. The guy's a golfer, man. He's one of the top golfers in the state. I don't think he gets nervous. No, you got to have ice running through your veins. So while we're waiting on Riley, talk about the game last week, Barry. Great game.
Oh, man. I was a little bit hoarse afterwards.
Yeah, down by 12. St. Paul's down by 12 to Slidell with a little over 2 minutes, I think 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and got a quick little touchdown there, and then got the ball back 3 and out. Coach Mick's defense came in, shut them down. They made some adjustments, shut them down the second half. Got 3 and out on defense there, and we got the ball back, and third down with 22 seconds left.
I'd like to know the yardage that we had the first half. Their offense had at first versus the second half, because he came back in and put another looked like a whole other defense in.
Yeah, he did.
And brought it back out. And
I
don't think they knew what to do.
Well, offense made a lot of adjustments too. They opened up the passing game. Bilson had over 300 yards that game, and I believe 250 over in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the ball back, down by 1 score, 22 seconds left, third down. Bilson hits Reyna in the corner of the end zone to take the lead, and it was over after that. So, and I mean, it was
hard to do anything else with 11 seconds.
Yeah, it was, but it was they got the kickoff. They did some laterals and tossed it around, and a couple big boys got their hands on it, and then it was over. So
that was fun to watch.
Yeah, but you talk about a momentum swing. I mean, we're 2 scores down with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Yep.
So, it was a fun game to watch. You can go back there and watch that replay on WPBN.live. And if you want to go back and watch the Destrehan, which was another great game, you can watch that at WPBN.live. So, we're waiting on Riley Naddison. He should be here in about 5 minutes. We're going to get him in the booth. Plan on getting him in here at 6:15. He's a junior at St. Paul's, one of the top golfers in the state, great student, and he's going to tell us about what he loves about St. Paul's. And
maybe give us some lessons. You reckon he'll give us some lessons? He probably needs some. You probably need some.
I do need some, but I'd enjoy watching him give you a golf lesson in the booth. So, so Riley is here. He'll be in just a few minutes, and with that, we're going to go to a commercial break and thank our sponsor, Avala, for our Avala pregame show. And when we get back, we'll have junior St. Paul's top golfer, one of the top golfers in the state, Riley Naddison, and he'll be in the booth with us. So we'll be right back.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a 3-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a 3-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a 3-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
And we're back here at the Avala pregame show. I'm joined by St. Paul's junior golfer Riley Nadishin. How you doing, Riley?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here. Riley is a 3.75 GPA student here at St. Paul's. Current junior, let me get this right, player of the year right now. Current golfer player. Is that for the whole state?
Yes, sir.
For LHSAA?
That's for the LJGT Golf Tour. Yes,
LJGT Golf. It doesn't matter. He's a good golfer. So
yes,
player
sir.
of the year probably across the board. You got 8 tournament wins under your belt. That's
yes,
right.
Sir.
And you recently won the club championship at Money Hill.
Yes,
is that
sir,
right?
I did.
What'd you shoot?
I shot 77, 76.
All right, that's pretty
yes,
good.
Sir.
So and then you also 8 more wins. And you had one more big tournament last year. You won, right?
Yes, sir. I won the LJGT at Squire Creek this year, and
awesome.
that was probably my biggest one this year.
Awesome. So glad to have Riley in the booth. Riley, tell us why you love St. Paul's, why somebody should send their son here, and what you like about it. So
I think the main reason why I love St. Paul so much is it's just the brotherhood here. The brothers preach it every day with the 5 core principles, and I think that if you fulfill those and you do as they say, you're going to absolutely love this place.
Yeah. So great student here, Riley, 3.75 GPA. What's your favorite class?
Probably last year in U.S. history, I had Coach Scoriel's.
Okay.
That was probably my favorite class ever here.
Was it you like the subject, or you like the techer, or a little bit of both?
It's kind of both.
Both?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Who is he your favorite teacher so far at St. Paul's?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
awesome.
sir, he is.
Awesome. What are you hoping to major in college?
Landscape architecture.
Landscape architecture.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I know your older brother, Owen Nadishin, went here. Football player, baseball player. He's currently an offensive lineman at, I'm going to make sure I get this right, Indiana
Wesleyan University.
Yes, I always mispronounced the second name. So
yeah.
Owen's probably right now watching you. Anything you want to tell your brother?
I'd probably tell him I love him and I miss him and I can't wait to see him again.
Well, I don't know if I'd have said that to my brothers. I would have messed with them. But Owen's a great kid. I've known your brother since he was probably about 10 years old when he was playing baseball, NOLA baseball, and then watched him kind of go up to the Knights. And then St. Paul's, obviously, great hitter. He could hit the baseball.
Yes, sir.
But he's even better offensive lineman.
Yes, sir.
So, Riley, anything else you want to tell the guys at home?
No, I mean, just thank y'all for having me. It was a great opportunity for me and all that.
We appreciate it, man.
Sir.
Anytime you want to come up, you're more than welcome. You got a score prediction for tonight? St. Paul's versus Hammond?
I got a feeling we're going to beat them pretty bad. I've been talking to a couple of my fellow mates out here, and they're saying they're feeling very confident going into this game.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So, Riley, thank you for coming in. With that, we're going to go to one of our sponsors, Avala, and we'll be right back.
Yes.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a 3-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a 3-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
And we're back here, Hunter Stadium. Mike Arnold, Barry Strickland in the booth.
Good evening.
Barry, you excited?
I am excited to be here. It's cold. It's fall. It's homecoming. We're warming up.
What do you think about them jerseys?
Yeah.
They're nice.
Sharp.
They're nice. Click over to that. Oh, we lost a camera over there. Yeah, we did. We lost. All right. So we got a couple new cameras installed, and we just lost one of them. Chip, you want to show them our end zone camera? We got a new end zone camera running north to south. Got the gold jerseys on tonight. We got a camera that just went out on the goal line, so we'll go get that fixed on our next commercial break. And Barry, tell me, you talked to the coaches this week. I didn't get a chance to. Tell us kind of, what some of their game plans were. What'd you hear from Sears?
Well, Sears, talked about, that they're a fast football team, and on defense, we're going to have to really be watching the middle, anywhere from the down nose guard to the middle linebacker to the free safety. They're all got good speed, good athletes, and so that's going to, the middle is going to give us a lot of trouble. Potentially could give us a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
But he said once again, this week COVID has kind of hit us hard as far as our depth, and so we're gonna, keep, trying to keep it real with what we have to play with. So,
yeah. Any key players? Any key players they mentioned or anything?
The nose guard.
Yep.
Mike linebacker, middle linebacker,
yep.
And then those free safeties.
So
there,
defense.
Yeah.
So,
they have a lot of veterans that are coming back. They have a lot of offensive linemen, and I think their quarterback is also a veteran. Has maybe started last year on the offensive side of the ball. I will tell you that talking to Coach Mick, it's always fun to talk to him, but he's kind of, I hate to use the word, that's probably a better word out there, but he's a little giddy. He's fired up. He just thinks everything's starting to gel, and so
Little Sears. You talking about Danny?
No,
Kenny?
Coach Mick.
Oh, Coach Mick. I'm sorry. I thought you said Ken.
And Coach Mick, and so he's really feeling like his defense is kind of coming together. He's able to really work a lot of things in. They're able to make some transitions and some changes on the fly. During the game, we saw that last week with Slidell, and it pays to have smart kids.
Yeah.
And he's got some smart kids.
Yep.
Both sides of the ball. We've got 30 ACT scores. We have 4.0s. There's some really smart kids out here, which helps those coaches that they can just put something in and they pick it up and see it a couple of times and they're ready to go to the field with it. So
Yep. It is. You talk about being able to make transition, change plays, call them, anytime you want. It helps to have those kids that can do that. So, and sometimes you're better off with some, being able to do that than having to stick with your original game plan. So obviously, you don't want to make adjustments to that.
Right.
So, good, clean, crisp, cold, or not cold, but cool night
it's
here
cold.
at Hunter Stadium tonight. Got the teams warming up. We got a few of the St. Paul's kids there out there, and got some of the offense throwing the ball around. Hammond's over here in our north end zone. We got our new north end zone camera up, so we'll see some of Tally's field goals coming through the uprights, and give y'all a little bit different view and get that going. So, Barry, we've seen it two weeks in a row. Did Kenny, Coach Kenny, Little Sears, did he talk about the adjustments made in the Slidell game? I mean, are they trying to open up the pass by running mostly in the first half, or was it just kind of how it fell?
Yeah, they were. I mean, if you were there, you saw that they really rotated a lot of running backs. I think everybody got to touch the ball more than once, several times. And so that they were just kind of keeping fresh legs out there, and that's one of the adjustments that they made both sides of the ball. Coach Mick was very adamant about that too. Is that if you watched, you saw that we were pulling people in, putting people out, and keeping everybody fresh. But yes, there was definitely some transitions and some adjustments that were made from the first half to the second half, and it paid off. We started just really working the passing game, and Bilson continued to do what he's done from week in and week out, and that's put the ball where it needs to be. Our receivers have continued to do what they're supposed to do, and that's just catching the ball, working the ball, maybe having to go up and fight for it, and they usually come down with it. So it's been really, really good to see that, to see the fight, to see the enthusiasm of these kids.
Yep, we got Mitchell Smith, running back, senior running back.
Is he back?
He's back tonight.
All right.
First game back. He had a little tweaked his hamstring. I think it was the day before the John Curtis scrimmage a couple weeks ago. So,
he's cleared.
He could have came back last week. They gave it one more week.
Yeah.
So, which is pretty smart because we had, pretty deep at running back. Also with Kenny Sears Danny Sears helping out.
Right.
I got all these Sears. I keep messing up the first name. So, with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a commercial break. We got St. Paul's warming up on the south end of the field in their gold jerseys, homecoming night, Barry. So we're going to take a break.
I like that gold. That gold pops.
It is. We're going to take a break, thank our sponsor, Avala. It's the Avala pregame show, and we'll be right back.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
Hey, welcome back to watching our Wolves play here tonight. We got the band here in the house. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm trying to get close to the window where you can hear, and getting our fight song going. And so it's glad to have that band out here, and our SSA girls. So won't be long. We'll be getting started and have the kickoff. So we'll cut back to a commercial break, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Hunter Stadium. We are still working on that end zone cam for you, and south end zone. We should hopefully have it back up for you soon. So as of right now, we run off 2 cameras and plus one in the booth. So one up top, one behind the goalpost in the north end zone. So a little bit better coverage than we've had in the previous weeks, but we're still working on it to try to make it the best possible presentation we can give you right now. So, I mean, just starting off today, we'll talk about a couple of the high school games that we have happening right now. And, of course, Chuck left, and he left his phone locked.
Oh, man. There he is. There he is.
Chuck, unlock your phone.
We got our games, our prep scores of the week here. We're going to make some predictions for tonight. So,
all right, first one's going to be Warren Eason versus Covington.
Oh,
that hits home for you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to stick with my Covington boys over there, being here in Covington. So I think they are – I'm not sure whether – I think they're 1-2.
I think they are 1
Are they?
I think what's Covington is 1-1. Oh, 1-2.
1-2.
1-2 right now.
So definitely want to see them get that win and get back even for the year so far.
I mean, I have to say though, Warren Eason is going to be a tough out. I know it's a lower classification, but that's a school that's been to the Dome very recently.
Yeah.
So they have athletes all over the place. They know how to play football. They're extremely well coached. As much as I really want to pull for Covington on this one, I think I'm going to have to go with Warren Eason on this one. All right, next one. St. Michael the Archangel versus Archbishop Hannon.
Well, I'm going to have to go with Hannon.
I've got
my boy over there, Wyatt Coffey, has been running the defense over there, middle linebacker. He's having a great year. Talked to his dad this week, and I'm sure they're getting fired up over there right now, running the ball a little bit. So I'm going to have to go with my boy Wyatt and Wyatt Coffey. Y'all watch him.
Right behind you on that one. I mean, being a Hannon graduate myself, know Coach Bordelon really well. I've seen the way he coaches. I know he's going to have his boys ready to play, and expect really a big win for Hannon tonight. Playing against St. Michael Archangel, a higher classification. Usually going to be bigger kids, more depth. But, definitely taking a coaching advantage with Coach Bordelon and picking Hannon myself. All right, next one, Brother Martin and Tioga. In all honesty,
give me a little rundown on Tioga.
I do not know.
That may be the first time I've ever heard that name.
I have heard of Tioga before. But just from what I've seen of Brother Martin, last week they beat Jesuit by 3. In the first game, I believe they played Ponchatoula, beat them soundly.
It's a 9-5-8.
Yeah,
against a 3-4-8.
That's an old Catholic League school against Tioga. I think this is one of those games that Brother Martin kind of got to fill the schedule once COVID hit, from what I understood. Not really sure or not, but I'm definitely taking the Crusaders on this one. Brother Martin,
yeah,
big.
I'll go with that as well.
All right, Northlake Christian against Pine.
Well, Pine, they have a high school out there.
Yes, they do.
And I've been surprised every week, but this week I'm not surprised. And I think that they've been doing pretty well.
They are. I think they barely lost to a very talented Pearl River team a couple weeks back. I think in week 1, if I'm not mistaken. Normally, I would go with Pine here, but Northlake Christian, I think they made huge jumps in the last few years in regards to their football program. They have really brought in a lot of good athletes. They got a couple transfers from other schools up here in the North Shore, so I'm going to have to go with Northlake Christian.
I'm going to go with Northlake on that as well.
Just a little hometown flavor. All right, next one, Independence against St. Thomas Aquinas out of Hammond. Since we're playing the Hammond Tornadoes tonight, we might as well go with another Hammond school.
Yeah.
I actually did some work with St. Thomas Aquinas back in sports medicine days years ago, and they were a phenomenal football team. I'm going to stick strictly with St. Thomas Aquinas here.
I'm going to go with that too.
Okay. Next one, Albany versus Pearl River.
I just want to make sure that we're not on mute. Awesome.
Nope, we're not on mute.
If you're running the show, we're not on mute.
Actually,
if me and Mike are running the show, we're on mute.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Good job. All right. So I just want to make sure before we get going.
That's why I get paid all this money.
Yes. So we got Albany against Pearl River. I'm going to have to go with Pearl River.
I'm definitely
Coach Cam over there is an assistant on the my wife is hollering at me while I'm trying to do a show here, so I'm not sure what she needs, but I know that the live show needs me more.
Thank you.
But don't tell her she's not watching, so
no, she's not. She's live.
So she does not know that I just said that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Pearl River here as well. I really haven't seen Albany play in years, but I mean, Pearl River is, from what I can tell, what I've seen of them so far this year, they are stacked, and they look like an extremely strong team across the board.
Yeah.
All right, next one, North Shore Panthers against Ponchatoula Green Wave. Kind of start this one off. I mean, North Shore's look good this year, and Ponchatoula lost a lot last year. I mean, they had if I'm not mistaken, they lost to, was it Rummel or Brother Martin? I'm sorry, Brother Martin, week 1. I'm going to have to go with North Shore here. Just I've seen them a few times on Friday night shows, and they look like they are extremely talented.
I think Ponchatoula is going to be a pretty good matchup there, though. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Ponchatoula beat Covington, right? That second week.
Yeah, they did, actually.
Yeah, and so that may be a pretty tight little match
that could
there.
Be. Yeah, no,
so
okay.
I think I'm going to have to go with Ponchatoula.
All right, we're going to split on this one.
All
one North Shore, one Ponchatoula.
Hey, you know what I like? You know what I just said to my wife? Hey, I'm live right now. And so, you know, she was like, she just gave me the right, whatever. but you know, y'all probably heard me say that. Hey, I'm live right now. So.
All right. Here's two schools we're extremely familiar with. Slidell from last week against Mandeville Skippers.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Mandeville's going to have their hands full. I don't know who's going to win, but Slidell is a handful.
I think Mandeville is absolutely stacked. This is our game of the week for the North Shore right now. I'm sorry, no, the next one is. But this is going to be a great game. I'm going with Mandeville here. I think they're just too talented across the board, extremely well coached. They've been kind of rolling through their schedule so far. All right. Next one near and dear to my heart, Holy Cross versus Jesuit. I know Coach Salt really well over at Holy Cross. Played under him years ago. Actually coached under him too. Have a lot of family ties to Jesuit on my wife's side of the family. So this is one that pulls a lot of weight around, especially on the South Shore. If I'm not mistaken, it's the oldest high school rivalry in the United States. Football, if I'm not mistaken. Continuously played at least year after year after year.
You know what the record is?
I am not positive.
I bet we can find that. I bet
sure
Chucky can find
that out for us. What's the Holy Cross Jesuit record head-to-head so far? Oh, you'll look for it later.
I'm going to flip the imaginary coin, and I think we're going to go with Jesuit.
I'm going with Holy Cross. Can't go against Coach Salt. You just can't do it. I'm assuming Holy Cross. I mean, Jesuit played really well last week against Brother Martin. Lost with 3 points, but I'm really thinking Holy Cross will pull this one out.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Carr versus Curtis. This is two big boys.
What did Carr do last week?
I'm not really sure. In all honesty, I did not see.
Huh?
They upset Catholic High, right?
Carr did upset Catholic High, yeah. I think that's I mean, you beat Catholic, you know you're well prepared. Well prepared, well coached. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Curtis lost to Acadiana last week.
I think this is the game of the week, too.
It should be.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Carr. I mean, they're upsetting people. I'm going with the person that's upsetting people. You know, so. Welcome back, Mike.
Yeah, Mike's back in the booth. Chip's about to walk down to interview Coach Sears. We had a little technical difficulties on one of our new end zone cameras, so we're getting that squared away. So going to have Chip South going down to talk to Coach Sears. So y'all were talking about the matchups. You on Carr and John Curtis? Is that right, Barry?
Yep, we were talking about that, Mike.
Yeah, I'm going to go with John Curtis on that, Barry. I don't care.
I'm going with Carr. They're upsetting people, and that's where I want to be.
I don't care if Carr beat the Saints last week. I'm still going with John Curtis. So
we'll see.
We'll see what happens there.
So next week.
I'll go backwards real quick. I'm taking Holy Cross over Jesuit, Barry. I know you picked Holy Cross also.
No, I did Jesuit.
Oh, you did Jesuit.
Yeah, I flipped the coin.
You all right?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Fever.
Well, it's,
Rain in Dutchtown. What'd y'all pick on that?
I got it checked coming to the gate, so I'm good.
I'm going to take Dutchtown on that.
Oh, I went with well, we didn't do this one, though.
Y'all didn't do Rain in Dutchtown?
No, we didn't do this one.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Dutchtown.
Going Dutchtown. Mandeville, Slidell. Going with Slidell.
Well, Chip was saying that that Mandeville.
It's going to be close.
I told him that the Mandeville's going to have their hands full with
Mandeville
Slidell.
Did they play Hannon last week, or was that the week before?
I'm not sure. I mean, Coach Hutch has got them, coached up really well over there. Get to see him at church every so often. Get to talk football with him, but he definitely is going to have those guys ready to go. But Slidell is going to be. We saw them last week.
Yeah,
they're a legit football team. So.
I think I'm gonna go with Slidell. I mean Mandeville. That's gonna be close.
I went Slidell.
Yeah.
But, I went Slidell.
So. Okay, I thought you went the other way. So.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna switch back to Slidell.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Well, stick with me. I mean,
North Shore.
Nothing against Coach Hutch.
North Shore and Ponchatoula.
Oh, I went with Ponchatoula. They upset Covington.
So, I agree. I'm gonna stick with them. With you, Pearl River and Albany. Got to go with Pearl River.
I'm going Pearl River.
Yeah, Cam and John Michael. That's just we don't know anything about Pearl River other than the baseball coach.
We know them.
Yep.
And that's it. So they're that good. They're going to be good.
St. Thomas Aquinas Independence and Independence. Did y'all pick that one?
Aquinas. I went with Aquinas.
You did? Okay.
St. Thomas.
I agree with that. St. Thomas. North Lake Christian. Pine, man. Pine is just
they show up
4 weeks ago. When
we didn't even know they had a.
It was Pine and Pearl River, wasn't it?
Or was it Pine and Franklinton?
Yeah, that's what it was. Franklinton and Pine. And Barry's pick was I didn't even know Pine had a high school.
Yep, that's right.
4 weeks in a row, Pine has been in our matchups, and Barry has not picked them yet. And you're not picking them again, are you?
Well, no, we went with North Lake just because I know some of those guys over there.
Yep.
I haven't been following them this year like I should, but definitely I know those guys, and I don't know anybody. I mean, except some horse people that live in Pine. So and they're good people up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with North Lake Christian. Also, you got the Bickles, the Posies. Got a lot of people over there. They got a new coach, new head coach.
Is
all season.
Are the Posies playing?
Yep, I believe so.
Awesome.
Auburn. Awesome. So, let's see. Brother Martin and Tioga. Y'all went with Brother Martin, I'm assuming.
Yes, because I'd never even heard the word Tioga.
It's professional picks by professional broadcasters. Barry doesn't even know.
Haven't even heard the word.
Unless they have. Unless they're.
I have heard the word.
Unless there's a lot of horses in that area, you've never heard of. Huh?
Yeah, maybe it's a big horse racing community. I don't know.
Yeah, Saint Michael and Hannon. You're going with Hannon.
Yes.
Yep.
I spoke of Wyatt Coffey and his dad, Jason.
Yep. So. Everybody's going with Hannon. Covington and Warren Easton. I saw this was y'all's first matchup. So
we're not sure where you are, Chip.
Yep. Chip's down on. Yeah, Chip's down on the field.
We were talking about Warren Easton versus Covington.
Yep.
I'm Covington. My boys over there.
Covington.
And, I ran into Jamonte's dad this week in Equistapaces.
Yep.
And he said that that guy, that his son, Jamonte, who is the nose guard, a freshman nose guard, is loving it. He is so focused.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Focused to be, and you and I both coached him. CRD is coming up in the little leagues.
Yep.
And you got great personality, just a lover of people. He is a good kid.
Good kid, and
wants to please.
Yeah, we got Chip South going down there on the field, about to interview the coaches. Chip, don't start yet. Give me 2 minutes, and I'll be right back.
Why don't I just turn this one on right here and
Yep, Chip, you ready? We got Chip South down on the field with Coach Sears. He's going to go ahead and get started. Chip, you can go ahead and take it away.
All right, down here in the field live with Coach Sears. Coach Sears, 2-0, moving up fast in the state rankings right now. 2 nail-biters, to say the least. So what do you do this week to kind of get the team off to a faster start?
Well, we felt like the last couple of weeks we didn't play our best ball in the first half. We want to see a better first half out of our guys. We had to play come from behind the last 2 games in the second half. So I think it's important for us to get off to a good start, try to eliminate some of those mental errors that we had in the first half, and try to get this ball rolling early.
You kind of talked early in the week about the depth issues. Really in a big role in this game.
It could, but thankfully it's cool, and heat's not going to be an issue. But certainly we're thin in some areas, so we just need to watch our guys. We need to be physical and play physical. If you're playing soft, that's when you get hurt.
All right, Coach Sears, thank you very much. Back up to you, Mike.
All right, thank you, Chip. That was Coach Sears and Chip. Chip, can you still hear me? Give me a thumbs up. I think you're going to go over there and interview Kenny Sears when he comes out. If you want to stay down on the field, we'll get back to you in just a second. So you heard it right there, Coach Sears with Chip South on the field. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break and thank our sponsors. Thank you to Avala, our pregame sponsor.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging. At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
And we're back here, Hunter Stadium, Covington, Louisiana. Mike Arnold and Barry Strickland in the booth. Avala pregame show.
Welcome back, guys.
Yep. So we're fixing some cameras here, and so we're down on the field fixing one and getting ready for the team to come in. And we got 4 new cameras, so we'll go ahead and show y'all. Before we get started, we got the new end zone camera down here in the north end zone, straight downfield shot, and then we have the south end zone shot in case we got to go around play. We want to try to get that. So got all our cameras now, Barry.
This will be good, Mike.
Yep.
You spend a lot of time out here at this field every Friday afternoon, and sometimes Friday mornings all day. And we appreciate our sponsors that help us be able to bring the shots that we have to you.
Defensive end, number 25,
cutting-edge equipment up here.
Defensive end, number 81,
Obviously, we want to thank our main sponsor, Avala.
Defensive tackle, number 7.
Thank you to those guys. They're also our scoreboard sponsor. So all the guys at Avala, thank you very much. And glad y'all helped us out this year. Wolfpack broadcast will work out. If you're looking to watch the game, the live game, it will be on WPBN.live under the Watch Live tab. You can go there and get everything going. If you want to watch the pay-per-view game, so we get started here. We'll kick off in about 10 minutes. Also, homecoming, Barry. Lenny Russell got our camera fixed over there in the south end zone. Thank you, Lenny.
Evan, Share.
Yep, everything's good.
Cornerback,
So we had lost power there for a second. So Chip and Barry were kind of taking over while me and Lenny were trying to troubleshoot, and we got her up and going. So glad to have all our cameras. So still waiting on offensive coordinator Kenny Sears. So we're going to have him in just a second. With that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And we'll be right back.
Avala. Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala. Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
And we're back here at Hunter Stadium.
Wolves take down the Tours.
Yep. We got the Wolves coming out the south end zone.
All right. This thing started. I feel like a big.
So the Wolves are about to come out. Here they come. Homecoming night, Covington, Louisiana, Hunter Stadium. Got the Wolves wearing the gold jerseys this week, Barry. So, and we're going to cut down over to
bringing the American flag on the field for us.
We're going to cut over to. Yep, we're ready.
All right, here with Coach Kenny Sales III. I know you had kind of a slow start the first couple games. I mean, what are y'all looking to do tonight to get the ball rolling a little bit faster, put some points on the board a little bit earlier?
It comes out shooting. Look, get it. We're going to run and maybe make.
All right. Kind of talked to the head coach a little while ago. He pretty much stated about the depth is going to be an issue. How are y'all looking on the offensive side of the ball?
Chip, walk towards me, please.
But look, we got a bunch of guys that practiced hard, ready to go tonight. Look, hopefully we'll be all right. But fingers crossed, nobody gets injured. Look, we got a bunch of guys in that second, third group that'll be ready to go if needed.
All right, I understand. Thank you, Coach Hughes. Appreciate it.
All right, you heard it live on the field. Chip South with the offensive coordinator.
All right, we're done.
Kenny Sears III. And
Mike, we got the captains on the field. We have 31, Rhett Barker, 66. It's going to be Dylan Porsche. 81 is Frolic.
Yep.
We'll probably be calling his name a lot, Jacob Frolic. And then 26, who's doing the coin toss itself, is Mitchell Smith. Glad to have him back and bringing his team and being a captain tonight.
Yep. So just let everybody know we're about to wrap up our Avala pregame show. Want to thank them one more time. And we're going to, if you're watching us on social media, the stream's going to end there, and the game will be found at WPBN.live. So go check us out there if you want to watch Slidell versus Hammond. Looks like Hammond won the toss.
Looks like we're going to be deferring to the second half.
So with that being said, Barry.
Hammond's going to defer to the second half.
Yep. So we're going to go and cut the pregame show, and we'll everybody watching online, we'll stay with you, and we're going to take a word from our sponsor.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce